Oh boy, it's that time again, boys and girls. Time to do a guild war and then actually critique the really, really stupid stuff that you're going to be seeing further. Okay, cool, it's been 10 seconds. Now you can wait and critique the really stupid shit you see at the very tail end of it. But either way, we're basically going into some pretty basic shit here. Conqueror Lilias, Apocalypse Ravi, and a Navy Captain Landy. Oh noes, Navy Captain Landy, Omega Cancer. However, we have some effect resist that's going to be on Martial Artist Ken. Not really the biggest of importance, because, I mean, the Conqueror Lilias is still going to, like, hit you with the strips and all that other dog shit. Fortunately enough, she doesn't hit me with any attack down. Good news is, we have Magic Scholar Doris here with us, who is also going to provide defense buff, as well as a cleanse if I absolutely need it. And straight up, don't really need it as of right now, but hey, let's go ahead and get him right up here up front because he's already countered two really, really hard-hitting attacks from Navy Captain, from Conqueror Lilias, and from Apocalypse Ravi. Get the fuck out! So, either way, yeah, this is basically some typical, hey, Martial Artist Ken kills literally fucking everything, LOL. But anyway, now on to the really fun shit. So hey, it's Ran, my favoritist fucking character ever, along with a Senya and a Urban Shadow Choux. So, I have not made it, if I have not made it more clear, I fucking despise Ran. I hate everything about this prick. Just because all of the shit that we fight, all of the omega fucking ridiculous cancer that we fight, I still think Ran is the worst in the game. Mainly because if he gets RNL, yo, that's just a legit 10 to 20% chance to just say fuck you and win. Like, I firmly fucking despise this character. I hate everything about him. But either way, what I decided to go for in this was also me getting completely fucked over on the first turn from the Ran because, hey, LOL, absolute resistance 15% is the greatest fucking crock of shit that has ever fucking existed in this goddamn fucking piece of shit game. But, like, yeah, because, like, Ed straight up fucking resists fucking 2 debuffs from the Ran, who then hits my fucking Lone Crescent, who actually has a little bit of effect resist. Fuck this game, dude. Like, our fucking 15% RNL, all of these, like, little tiny baby proc chances are such huge annoying pieces of shit. Because, like, right here comes another RNL. Hey, guess what? That means more skill nulls, so we still can't fucking kill the Ran. Because normally, whenever I go into a Ran team, I usually bring Silvertide Christy and Lone Crescent Bellona along with Elena. Now here, though, because we are going into a Ran and an Urban Shadow Choux is some next-level fucking scary cancer shit. Because if you leave an Urban Shadow Choux on the field and you do not have a fucking answer for her, she will fucking destroy your whole team. You'll really start to see it when you get further on down the line. But thankfully for us, we're able to survive long enough. We have at least a somewhat decent level of, like, tankability to withstand a lot of this horse shit, as well as the fact that we were able to use our invincibility that we got from Elena in some respects to, like, you know, trigger counterattacks from the Senya, and we still didn't take damage, and this was going to give us more meter on Lone Crescent so that she can do more attacks. Now, right here is where, if I was even a little bit slower, I'm pretty fucking positive that fucking Choux right there would have probably taken her next turn and then fucking deleted another unit because of just how oppressive and fucking crazy she is. Either way, how about we go ahead, instead of talking about Ran and Urban Shadow Choux, let's talk about some more cancer, like Nahkwol. Who in the fuck could have seen it coming? Where I am just straight up, oh, yo, I'll take a fucking Nahkwol team all day. I'll take a Nahkwol team any day of the fucking week than fight fucking Ran. Unless it's like, you know, a Ran, Senya, and Lilias. Ran, Senya, and Lilias is actually kind of free. But, like, in this particular perspective, oh, yeah, cool. So we have Nahkwol, who's going to come in, do all of the oh-so-wonderful cooldown reduction shenanigans on the characters that she can manage to hit. And we, thankfully, have Laia. And I fucking feel for all of you guys who do not have Laia, because she is far and out the best means of dealing with this fucking horseshit that is Nahkwol. Because I've tried it before, guys. I've tried using Elena before. I've tried using fucking Elena with Assassin Cartuja on the field, and this bitch still hits me. She still hits me. She has less than a 50% chance to even fucking hit Elena, and then also the fact that all Nahkwols are built like nuclear fucking brick shit houses of effectiveness, they're going to hit your Elenas unless you're in the 300 range of fucking F-res. So in that respect, I'm just like, you know what? Nah, fuck that shit. How about we just go into this with Laia, Destina, and then Elvira. Elvira's here strictly so that Abyssal Yufine doesn't just utterly fucking roll your team, because LOL, great fucking balanced character right there. Just because, hey, I'm just on the field. I'm going to build meter. If I hit max meter, I just straight up fucking win. Unless you have a martial artist Ken, a spirit eye Celine, or some other means of countering my own S3 attack. Woo! Good fucking character. And then, and then we also have Laia here, who, straight up, we were able to go into the ae-KARINA super early with Elvira. We landed Death Break, and then we were able to pretty much just DPS her down with Laia S1s. And utilizing Laia S1s, hey, cool. She's eventually dead. Now, we have Destina here. Destina is just as a means of healing, and Destina with Laia is actually kind of fucking nuts, because you still have access to that cleanse and the cooldown reduction that is on Laia's S2, so you really don't have to wait as long for a heal on Destina as you normally would. So yeah, feels fucking great, man. And then also straight up, the Apocalypse, the Abyssal Yufine straight up like wasn't on Holy Sack, so it's like, okay, cool, I don't give a shit. Or she straight up didn't proc it, whatever, she's fucking dead. So hey, let's move on to the other Cancer character. We went from a red Chinese character, let's go to the blue Chinese character. So hey, now it's Lua, Savior Adin, and then a Navy Captain Landy. So with this particular team, I just looked at it and was like, fuck it, let's just go good old CRP. So that's Christy, Roana, and Pyllis. Now, the reason why I use this team an awful lot anytime I ever see Lua, it's straight up just because I have 150 effect resist that is just flat, right there on my Shadow Knight Pyllis. You add 60 to that, because that's in her actual kit. We have over 210. Then you add then you add Christy onto that. Oh, okay, cool. So now we're in the 300 range. So which character is going to be taking the brunt of every single bit of abuse? That would be Pyllis, because Lua's blue unit, that is 2 greens, 1 dark. The dark is the only unit that's going to be hit. The other 2 units are light. They're all going to go into her. So the only real threat that you truly have is at the very beginning of, oh fuck, how like DPS is the Savior Adin gonna be, how much damage is the Navy Captain gonna be, and is the Lua gonna have so much goddamn effectiveness that she is actually able to land either speed downs or land any and all death breaks that are going to be on my character. So whenever you have that much effect resist, you don't really have too much to worry about. And thankfully, that's pretty much exactly what happens. And also just the fact that, you know, Christy, that character that everybody was bitching and moaning mad fucking crazy about how terrible the spec change is. Like, guys, I get it. I was a little bit disappointed because I was expecting her to get more effect resist, and instead she got a whole bunch of effectiveness, and then also got, like, you know, some health, like some basically some baby troublemaker Crozet stuff. It's still fucking 100% worth it, especially if you lean super hard into it and you go Bastion of Perusha, because then you have a barrier at the start for whoever's in your back row, along with immunity, and straight up, whenever you're as fucking fortified as this, you can even go into 2 really hard, heavy-hitting light units, along with 1 healer and Roana, because, hey, who's to say you're probably going to be seeing a whole bunch of fucking counter shenanigans, and, hey, you pretty much just go until they die. So now, let's go into the fun shit before we go into the depressing shit. So the way in which I decided to go about this is, hey, we have Sinful Angelica. This is going to do a non-attack skill, give us some buffs. We also have Solitaria of the Snow with us. So the cleanse is going to happen from Ocean Breeze Luluca, but the ice cream truck is never going to come. And because she pushed herself up on that bar, she then goes before Solitaria. Solitaria is then able to go, and now we're able to just lock the only unit who's really going to fuck us up out of the game. So right now, we have the ae-KARINA pretty much hard controlled because we don't want her to go in at any time, and we were able to get our attack buff on turn 1 with Jenua. So with attack buff on Jenua on turn 1, you should be able to just one-tap an Abyssal Yufine out of existence. In theory, you should. The only thing that can really stop you is if she has like barriers or if you're dealing with damage sharing. And in this case, I almost never see ae-KARINA on any damage sharing. She is almost always on Rocket Punch. Very rarely you'll also see her on Noble Oath. But those are like the only two artifacts I ever see on ae-KARINA. So it's pretty good to actually make the assumption that things will work out. Now here, oh good, I'm fighting a fucking counter one, and it turns out she just woke up. So still, the worst thing that could possibly happen is, let's just say Jenua continuously misses. He never ever gets his hit in. He also procs his immortality at one point, and then he's still unable to like land a hit. That's like how high, that's how low of a chance you really have of losing at this point, as well as the fact that we have Solitaria the Snow with us as well, who's just going to be providing periodic like stuns here and there. So hey, all kind of works out in our favor, and we're good to go. Oh, good. I get to talk about this fucking piece of shit. So, hey, guys, it's Ran again. And it's also Navy Captain Landy. And then it's also Alencia. You guys wouldn't fucking believe me if I told you. But whenever it comes to actually fighting Alencia, did you guys know that I actually have a very, very, very bad, like, matchup against Alencia? I just straight up, something about this character fucks me up so bad that I just can't fight her. I can't figure out what it is. I know the reason is because of the fact that she has injury that's on her kit. And injury is one of my biggest banes in existence. Like, because the only way in which you fight injury is you have to fucking cleave it. Or you have to cleave it or you have to counter cleave it. So what I wanted to do was, this whole video was meant to be a Christy video, but like, you know, everything kind of falls the fuck apart here at the end. And also, like, every fucking opportunity that Charlotte's able to go in, she never fucking hits Ran. Because, LOL, like, hey, the element disadvantage always works on that fucking left side. Never fucking works on the right, baby. But the other thing that I also probably really fucked up here is I could have probably gone for the Death Break as well as the Provoke on the Alencia first. Because the Alencia is actually the really, really big threat because of the defense buff that's just thrown on everybody. As well as, you know, RNL Ran being literally the stupidest fucking shit in existence. But either way, that's all on me. You can make the guess and say like, oh yeah, the reason why you're doing really, really, really shit is because your Charlotte actually has like really fucking terrible gear. You know what? I'll fucking give you that. My Charlotte does not have the best gear. Hey, that illustrious fucking mystical spare gear is really fucking hard to get because this goddamn game doesn't give us enough fucking enhancement runes so that we can just like just raw dog shit for no fucking reason. No, we have to be very meticulous about every fucking thing that we get. But either way, right here, I was already feeling very, very negative about it because, like, hey, if I can manage to get one hit on this Ran, I know I can fucking win. And, of course, I still don't fucking land it. Yay! Because right here, hey, here comes the S2, S3. That's going to be fucking skill null, and then he's basically just going to win at this point. Now, what could I have done instead? You know what's funny? I could have fucking just brought MLK to this. MLK with some protection and just relying on his counterattacks as well as just the regular normal attacks that he's going to get off, straight up would have more than likely won. Why do I know that? A fucking guildie of mine already did it. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the oh so wonderful, fantastically depressing fucking Guild Wars. But either way, like, yeah, a lot of that stuff at the very end, yeah, it was my fault, and really it was just more of a case of, hey guys, I'm a fucking hack. I'm really, really bad at fighting Ran comps. Like, yeah, Ran, Senya, and Lilias, that shit's actually pretty easy, because you can just throw Lone Crescent Bellona at that, you can protect it with Christy, and then you can also throw in Elena. Bam, you should be fine 100%, even into, like, RNL shenanigans. If you get a 2-3-1-1, like 23-11, or Ran never loses, whatever the flying fuck the community decides to call that stupid shit. Basically, Ran committing atrocities is what I fucking call it. But basically, if that ever happens, and you have, like, Elena, then Christy, and then you have Lone Crescent with you, you should be good. And then if you don't have Lone Crescent, if you really don't give a fuck. You could probably throw like Landy at that, and Landy, I mean Navy Captain Landy, just because she's an obscenely tanky, annoying fucking character. She gives crit resist to everybody, so you're going to be taking reduced damage on the initial hit as well, even if it is a real Rand, because then he shouldn't be landing crits. And the only thing that he could really possibly be doing is maybe throwing out like a Death Break onto your Navy Captain. Some shit like that. But, either way, man, whenever it comes to also fighting Alencia, it seems like it's such a fucking easy character to deal with, because like all it is, hey, it's a big HP bruiser. Just use like anti-HP bruiser tech. And my dumb retarded brain just straight up didn't even think of something to really use whenever I literally could have just used Martial Artist again. I don't know, man. Injuries got me all fucked up, man. I just make all kinds of dumb, stupid fucking mistakes, especially when that bastard Rand shows his head along with Alencia. But either way, that's enough bitching and moaning. Hey guys, if you liked this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more of my content, I don't know why you would, go ahead and hit subscribe. Have a good one. Later.